Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasayang papawid 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Okay, happy Tuesday. Magandang gabi ho sa inyong lahat. Welcome ho sa ating program. Ako po si SONNY Laragan on a happy Tuesday. Isa na namang linggo. Last week na ho yata to, no? This is the last week of April. May bagong buwan na ho tayo. Monday ba? Monday or Sunday? Sunday yata, no? If I'm not mistaken, Sunday ho, Mayo na. Napakabilis ho ng pag-usad ng araw. At may mga balita ako, may mga Barrio Fiestang in different parts of the UK na nagaganap o magaganap, I should say, no. Derby is one of those, no. Kaya andon medyo di ko alam ko, checking ko lang kung meron akong conflict, no, pero ako ang inihiling na mag-MC doon sa Derby sa kanilang Barrio Fiesta. So that would be good. At marami pa mga events, no? Anyway, magandang gabi ho sa inyong lahat. Welcome mo dito sa Legal Advice Corner. It's a... Oops, teka muna, ano ba yan? Dumating kasi yung order ko ng in-order ako. Pero hindi ko na... Ito in-order ko, no? Itlog yata ito. Itlog na maitim. Para himas-himasin lang. Okay, welcome sa ating programa. It's another... night of legal advice dito ho, no? May kasama ako. For those who tuning in for the first time, hindi ho ako ang star of the show, no? Ang star of the show yung ating napakaganda, matalino, brains and beauty na managing partner po ng Deo Volente Solicitors, no? Walang iba kundi si Attorney DANNA QUINTO. Happy Tuesday, Attorney. Magandang gabi sa iyo.
Happy Tuesday, Mr. Laragan! Welcome back, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Dagdag kaalaman day na naman po tayo. At una nating aalamin kung ano yung mga aparatos mo, Mr. Laragan. Natawa ko. Meron ka mga props today, ha? Meron ka, balot ba yan?
Ano nga, kulay itim to na, parang this is a rubber thing na pwede mong parang instead of a tennis ball, squeezing a tennis ball. Nakakatulong daw to what do you call this, to also lower your blood pressure. Yes. I read something about a tennis ball. Pag nag-squeeze ka ng tennis ball, it can help in lowering your blood pressure in a way, no? Pero yung sa akin kasi, may problema yung aking middle finger. Ito, middle finger ko sa left hand ko. May ito if I carry anything heavy, ang tendency naninigas siya inaano ko siya parang tinutulungan ko nito. So I bought this pati finger, lima yata ito.
Pang
Ito, pati ito.
Pagtapak ata.
So ito yung mga binili ko para kararating lang actually, no, bago tayo mag-show. No? Uy, pasensya na mga kaibigan na delay kami ng konti. Nagkaroon lang ng konting a bit of a technical problem that we had, adjustment. And so that's
a bit of my fault as well. May parang technical issue kanina dito sa laptop ko, sir. I take responsibility for that.
No, okay lang. Pati si Direk din, nawala rin yung kanyang audio communication, kaya sabay-sabay. So okay lang. Ayan. Oh, well, magandang happy Tuesday. It's nice seeing you again, and having the program, ha?
Welcome back. Nakakatawang umuwi dito. Parang umuwi tayo sa Pilipinas every Tuesday. It's always a pleasure to be here. Nakakatawa. Nakakatawa pag tinatanong na ako ni Direk kung anong topic ngayon. Tapos si Direk, parati ako sinasabi, may shortened form ba yan, attorney? Kasi most of the time, essay yung binibigay ko sa kanya.
Okay.
So, kudos to Direk for trying to shorten the titles of the topics.
What's our topic for tonight, attorney?
Topic for tonight, segue natin.
Yeah.
The longer version of that is, ano nga ba yung longer version na dealing with property disputes of cohabitees and unmarried couples. So, puro tayo married.
Okay.
Yung mga unmarried, kasi nga dito medyo moderno tayo, may mga nagli-live-in, buying properties together or forming a household together. Minsan, group of friends, yes, they do buy together.
Interesting yan.
And then at the end, nagkaaway sila. So they come to us lawyers with this property dispute and they ask us, ano ang mangyayari? And we always say, ito yung second na part ng title. It's what we call, and if you are a law student, dahil may mga law student na nag-reach out sa work experience, this is fondly called tolata cases. T-L-A-T-A, but it's called tolata. So tolata cases, you'll hear that a lot if you're a law student. That's a little bit of a trivia, a nugget of trivia kung ikaw ay maglo-law, or if you're already a student at the moment. This is a tolata episode. So yeah, very, very interesting, because all this time I've been talking about married couples, we've been talking about children, talking about divorce. Pero ano naman tayo, segue naman tayo dito sa isa sa pinaka probably legally ambiguous as a lawyer. It's quite the law. Interestingly, is very complex dito. Mas klaro, ang magiging takeaway niyo po dito is mas klaro ang batas pag kayo ay married. If you're living together, mas klaro pa rin, mas protected ka. Marriage, as people do suspect, it really offers you a certain extra protection. Whether or not ethical ba yan or moral, some people would say, bakit kailangan magpakasal para lang magkaroon ng extra legal protection. We're not here to argue that. We're here to present kung ano yung sitwasyon. And it's up to you at the end of the day to make that choice about whether or not that's the route for you. And kung ganyan pa rin ang ruta nyo, meron tayong practical points at the end, how to protect yourself or how to not have a complicated dispute para hindi nyo na kailanganin ng abogado.
Okay.
So yun.
Alright.
Yun ang aking pinapalagay kay Direk kanina. Sabi ko, Direk, lagay mo na lang yung titles sa buong screen. Tanggalin mo na kami yung...
So dealing with property disputes of cohabitees, ito yung mga nagli-live-in. Teka muna, cohabitees lang and unmarried couples, no? So we're not talking of married couple, of course, married couples, ano na yan, no? Meron na ibang batas yan, no?
Ibang batas.
Ibang batas to. Okay,
meron yung
alright.
mga nag-live-in.
Galing.
And sometimes friends buy
Even
together.
Friends?
Friends buy together, and then they get into this dispute dito sila sa under tolata. That's the magic word, tolata cases.
Pero may acronym ba yan? Is it an acronym of the legal argument towards...
Experimentohan mo, Mr. Laragan.
Meron ba? Tolata?
It's an acronym. It is actually an acronym. You're absolutely right about that. So, TLATA, that's tolata. So, yun ang ano. It's Trust of Land and Appointment of Trustees Act, 1996. So, that's what tilata, pero tolata yung pag ano namin.
Tolata, okay. So, tilata, trust and, ano uli yun?
Trust of land.
Trust of land. Land, lupa.
And
Trust of
Appointment
land.
of Trustees Act.
And Appointment of Trustees Act. Mahaba rin, ano? Kaya sa mga legal law students, no? Pero ito, magandang, at least malalaman nyo yan. Dapat yung malaman, no? Okay. Sige. Magandang muna tayo. Teka muna, how was your weekend? Kumusta naman?
Ayun. Talking about weekend, mga Pilipino, nanood ako. Meron yan. Thank you to Leap and thank you to Adrian. Isa pong kababayan, very patriotic na kababayan natin, half Filipino, half British, who invited me and a few lawyers, a few professionals to watch Marcus Smith, which is quite an esteemed rugby player ngayon dito sa England. So that's in the Stoop, Twickenham. Isa yun sa mga executive box. That was nice, actually. Libre pagkain, libre inom. And, waiter service pa. So,
direct. Dali lang. Kaya ko sabi na Bisayan kasi you talk about, pero walang picture. Tayo ng mismong taong pinag-uusapan. Hindi photo, wala si Marcus dyan eh.
Wala si Marcus
Smith, kaya mo gawa na parang direct sa i-google mo lang yan, tapos Marcus Smith, no?
Yes,
ano yan,
Smith.
Siya ngayon, superstar na Pinoy yan, siya ang ano ba tawag dito, yung fly half. Yan ang kumbaga sa football sa Amerika, yung pinakasikat yung quarterback. Quarterback, no? Yung bumabato na
Hindi ko po alam.
Yeah, si Marcus Smith yan. Hindi, wag yan, hindi pangit yan. Yung mismo naglalaro, may kuha na laro. Hindi yan. Ito yung mga medyo yan, ganyan yung mga style yan. Yung ganyan, yung may lahat yan si Marcus Smith yan. Hindi, gusto ko kasi action shot, hindi yung parang photo lang sa isang album, no? Hindi yung working shot, direct. Working shot yung sumisipa ng bola, umaagaw ng bola, hindi yung photo lang.
He's very good. He's very, very good. The news
action shot. Mahusay ito. Magaling. Twice na ako nagpunta sa nanalo. Well, he's very good, no? Twice na ako nagpunta sa bahay niyan sa kanila yung uncle niya si Andy, apelyido ni Andy. Tsaka yung mami niya, Villalba, Suzanne, no?
Okay.
Oo, schoolmate ni Sol at saka magkaklase sila ng sa schoolmate, magkaklase yata sila ni Ayan, action shot at least, no? Ayan, ito si Marcus Smith na sinasabi ni
Ayun, Pinoy na Pinoy yung tsura.
Pero pangit ang buhok niya dyan, hindi ito yung buhok. Yan ba buhok din niya nung naglaro ng huli? Would you remember?
Medyo mas ata yung maayos yung buhok niya last week.
Pero yan, si Marcus Smith. Ayan, Marcus Smith. Ayan, si Marcus Smith. Ayan, napakahusay nito si Marcus Smith. Siya kinakabahan sila no first game niya, international game, kung tawagin nila international parang and he did well, ha? Siya ang star of the show. Siya lagi pinag-uusapan. Lagi siyang mahusay na bata to.
Yan Pilipinong mukha eh. Yeah.
And tawagan natin mami niya, baka natin mami. Mami, by the way, gusto kong batiin si Eman de Guzman, no? Eman. Ayan, si Eman. Parang kapangalan ng aking best friend na si Eman Liagas, station manager ng different stations all over sa Pilipinas.
Tawagan natin si Mami. Congratulations natin.
Tingnan natin si Mami.
Very well. Madami po siyang puntos nung Sabado. And he's very, very...
Tingnan natin.
Mahal siya ng crowd. The crowd.
Direct, tawagan kita sa ibang talaga mahal na mahal talaga. Yeah, they love her.
Mahal ng crowd. So, the team was...
Natin.
Harlequins. So, shout out din kay Tita Milky. Jardine, yung mom ni Adrian na nag-organize. Lovely Filipino tita. Very, very nice. Kilala niya rin ata yung mom ni
nasa other call si it's in another call. I'm calling the mother. Suzanne Villalba. Ito yung nanay niya eh. Ito si Suzanne Villalba.
Ayun. Hello.
Smith.
Hello po.
Hindi pa. Nasa another call siya. But anyway, sige, lipat ko lang dito si Direk para dito ang communication namin. Okay, sandali.
Yes, so I just want to say, napakagaling. So congratulations, Harlequins, for winning last week.
Congratulations.
Tinalo nila yung top of the table, yung pinakamaraming puntos ngayon.
Okay. So local game pala. Local game yan. Local game.
Local game.
Right. Good.
Very, very good. And he scored a fair bit. So nakaka-proud. And again, thank you for Leap. Thank you, Adrian. And nice to meet you po, Tita Milky, and your husband and your family.
Ayan, so Leap. Leap.
Nakakatawa. And that's the
Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
Everyone was kind. So, thank you sa lahat ng mga new friends. It's good. Good fun. Nakakatawa.
Have
Very
you
good.
been to Twickenham, or was it the first time you've been there?
It was my first time. It was my
Ah,
first time ever sa
first
live
time. Okay,
sport.
okay.
First
Malaki
time ko
yan.
ever.
Malaking stadium yan. Malaking stadium yan.
First time ever.
Okay, okay. All right.
This is the stoop. This is the local ones. But I walked towards Twickenham as well. Ito yung stoop. Ito yung local na home
Of
court
football.
ba? Home field
Of
ng
rugby ng
Harlequins.
ano. Oo, oo. At
Ng
saka,
Harlequins.
diyan din sila naglalaro ng ano, di ba? Ng England rugby, ano? Home of England rugby ba yan? Yung
Home of England or yung
Twickenham.
Twickenham. It's very rugby. Very good.
Okay.
Nakakatuwa po.
Galing,
In-explain
galing.
mo sa
Parang
akin
may-
nung araw.
Parang nainggit ako sa iyo, no? Nice, oh. Good.
It's very
And
good.
you were- I'm sure the mom was there because she watches every game, eh. No? Si Suzanne.
Andun po ata, tinuro ata sa akin, Tre, na yung ni Tita Milk. Like, oh, that's more because
Nasa ano siya?
it's
Nasa
good.
college.
Nakakatuwa.
Ito, matatawagan ko.
Sana, sana hindi tayo maka-istorbo. Sana okay lang sa kanya.
Subukan lang natin na ano. Last Sunday ba to? Sunday? Kailan ba
Saturday po. It was Saturday.
Suzanne!
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
congratulations ha. We're doing a show right now live. And si Dana, yung aking co-host, very proud siya. Happy nandun naka-attend sa nakapanood siya nung Sunday sa Harlequins.
Saturday po.
Saturday pala, I should say. Oo. Congratulations ha, Suzanne ha.
Oo, thank you. Pinoy, hindi ako yon, ang anak ko.
I know. Pero siyempre, ibang klase ang ano, di ba? Mami ang ano eh. Ando ka ba? Do you always watch every game, Suzanne?
Iba yung latigo ng nanay.
Oh, well, congratulations. Ha? Talagang he's really, ano na, talagang grabe na talaga. Ha? So, I'm really proud.
Thank you.
And it makes me proud as well as being a friend of the mom, syempre, di ba?
Yeah, thank you, Sonny.
Oo.
And what do you call this? When were you live? Sinong in-interview mo na naka-attend?
No, I'm doing a show right now. We have this legal advice corner with Attorney Dana Quinto. And every start of the show, we talk about what we've done the previous, let's say weekend, because it's a Tuesday program. So ano ang ginawa mo na Sabado at Linggo? And she was so bubbly and proud and talagang very excited. Ako nakwento na she watched it and found out because merong nag-host sa kanya and they were bragging din na, uy, may Filipino ritong, there's a Filipino, parang rugby player, star player. And ayun, nanalo nga. And then she looked up Marcus and found out, wow, big time talaga, Pinoy. And, he's doing well. So we're so proud of, And ako naman, alam mo naman, mayabang din siyempre. Ay, kaibigan ko yung nanay. Kausapin ko.
Ano nga nawiwirduhan nga yung mga puti dahil bakit daw hindi pinopromote ng Philippine Embassy. Pero sabi ko, okay lang yon, mas mabuti nga yun, hindi masyadong na-expose.
And then, kakausapin ko, I just had the, last Thursday, ano ba tawag dito? Courtesy call kami doon sa bagong, Consul General. So, yeah, we had a chat, Peps and I and Maria. So, babanggitin ko, magkikita uli kami. But, dapat din.
Hindi na ba si ang consul?
Sino, si Sinen?
Hindi,
Sino alam mo? Sino alam mo?
Yung the last,
Si Arlene. Arlene.
matanda?
Arlene Makaisa Gonzales? Gonzales Makaisa?
No, yung matandang lalaki, after kay Katapang.
Lalaki? Oh, lalaki.
Consul natin,
Ante-
ambassador.
Baka si Frank Simafranca?
Like the mayo, maybe.
Si Mafranca, kilala ko siya.
Pero ambassador si Lagdameo is the ambassador.
That's the one, Lagdameo.
Okay. Andiyan pa rin siya. Uy, teka na, Susan. Sige, mag-usap ulit tayo. Ko lang, kinumusta ko lang. Ikaw, si Mami ang sabing ganun. Sabi ko, kilala ko si Mami.
That's so sweet. Thank you so much, Sonny. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So, mabuhay.
Hopefully, I'll see you soon.
Yeah, we'll see each other soon, okay?
Thank
Sige,
you,
salamat.
thank you.
Cheers.
See you.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Take
Ayan.
care.
Take care. Bye-bye. Ayan, mami ni Marcos Smith, no?
Wow.
I-google nyo ho si Marcos Smith. Big time ho yan ngayon dito sa Pilipinas, half Filipino, and was born in the Philippines, ha? I think sa Cagayan de Oro, if I'm not mistaken. Or Misamis Oriental, no? So ito yan, ito si Marcus Smith, Smith. Yan ho ngayon ang star player na fly half. And I'm glad na sige, Dana, minsan pag libre ka, puntahan natin bahay nila dyan taga Brighton, taga Hove. Kasi Brighton and Hove magkasama yan eh. So,
that's right.
yeah. And the mom Suzanne, yung kausap ko ngayon, she used to be a stewardess. Kaya maganda, pagka stewardess ka, magaganda kayo, di ba?
Galing, yeah.
No.
We were all proud. Nakita niyo pa, di ba, maraming ka-picture doon na ibang lahi. We were so proud that Marcus Smith is the star player at the moment. So, congratulations, Mrs. Smith. It's such an honor and privilege to see him there and nasabihan, go Marcos! Nakakatawa.
Di ba, one of these days, ma-organize natin, we can see him. No? Nakakatawa, down to earth yung mga bata na yan eh. They're so nice and walang ere. Pati yung dad nila, no? Si Andy is the good friend of mine, yung kanyang uncle. So, Marcus Smith, talagang, and we were talking about, kasi nga, dadaling nga sa Pilipinas, and Suzanne was asking me, paano ba natin ipopromote sa Pilipinas? Sabi ko, sige, tingnan natin, let's go there. Kung may makakilala tayo, I could probably introduce. So, yun ang iniisip. But I don't know kung nag-change na, no? Anyway, well, I'm glad na napanood mo pala si Marcos, no? So, dun mo lang nag-aware ka no Sabado na meron tayong Marcus Smith.
No, I got the invitation a few weeks ago. And before that, I think nakita ko siya sa Yes Philippines. So, I knew na may sports person. But when I Googled him, I think sakto din nakakatapos ng Italy game nila. And I was very impressed kasi I think kaka-umpisa niya lang sa international caps niya, I think England caps niya. And ang ganda ng review or ng feedback ng media, ng sports critic sa kanya. And it's really looking like he's the next big thing to follow in English rugby. And we all know how much the English loves their rugby here. So very, very good. And lo and behold, nung game nga, Mr. Laragan, he was the one the ball all the time. So good stuff. Good for him.
Mahusay siya, even though, well, he's been playing the international since last year pa. And I think, kailan ba yun? Basta
late last year ata siya nag-umpisa, but then yung mga big games nila.
Yung mga big games,
big guns against Italy, big guns against Europe.
Okay, all right.
It sounded just now, yeah.
Ay, sorry, Susan, naulit kita. Yung aking sorry, ha? So, yeah, okay. Tawagan ko si Direk eh, biglang ang natawagan ko.
Si Direk, huli ka na, Direk. Hindi na kami ganun.
Ayan, okay.
Dati kong nilaloko si Direk ngayon, pero actually we're very grateful for Direk now.
Malaking bagay yan si Direk, no? Oo. Malaking bagay.
Very hard-working. So, thank you, Direk.
Attorney, meron tayong yung segue na tayo sa ating yung segment natin na Direk, hindi ko makita tong saan na ba to? Ayan. Siya nga pala ang tawag dito. Okay, punta tayo sa ating segment na attorney, yung sino unang bumate, hulaan natin, no?
Yes.
Eman de Guzman, our very good friend, no, from Portugal. Magandang gabi sa iyo, no? Okay, sige. Hulaan mo. Ito na muna. Sige, go, direct. Sige.
Iwan na direct.
Okay, ayan. Attorney, yung ating usual. A little game that we have, sino sa palagay mo unang bumati sa atin sa gabing ito? Sige, attorney.
I have to give it to Oliver Fernandez kasi ilang beses na talaga siya nanguna. So I have to at least pick him today. Sana tumama.
Okay.
pag pinipili ko siya, nalilate hata siya. But Oliver Fernandez, all the way from America, let's see.
Yes. Washington State. Okay. All right. Ayan. Okay. Yes, happy Tuesday. Sige, attorney.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. And have a lovely rest of your week as well. Sweating it out in the YMCA. Talagang active na talaga to si Oliver Fernandez. Every week he's getting more active and more active. Saludo kami sa iyo, Oliver. Very inspiring.
Oh, very good yan, Oliver. Pero may mas maganda akong tip sa iyo, no? Pag-usap ulit tayo.
Ayan.
Kasi,
Mr. Laragan, gusto ko lang i-flex etong co-host ko. Talagang super healthy. Grabe ang disiplina. And look at him. Talagang legendary Slim Laragan na. Ang next na show ni Mr. Laragan ay Health and Fitness. Abangan nyo next. Abangan nyo next.
Hindi pa, attorney. Uy, kayo. Kumusta? Yung bum, legs, bum, and thumb. Tama ba yan? Thumb?
Oo, medyo kasi nagkasakit yung mga tao dito. So, but better na. So, we're trying to get back together for Thursday. So, nagkaroon ng maliit na hiatus dahil we've been a bit under the weather, but it's good. I'm trying to get back to it as well. So, hopefully this week, kita tayo sa ating legs, bums, and thumbs. Yeah, ikaw talaga yung journey mo. Look at that, yung chiseled face mo ngayon. Meron ka ng jawline talaga, mala Piolo Pascual de jawline. Pakita mo sila.
I started around 84 in January or late December. Kita ko sa yung reading ko ngayon. Hula mo anong weight ko ngayon. From 84 to hula mo kung anong weight ko ngayon, attorney.
70? Is that fair? 70? 75?
From 84, ito, pakikita ko.
Kilos po ito, no? Kilos. So,
kilograms. From 84 kilograms to...
74. Wow! Galing! And healthy kasi staggered. Healthy, so staggered. That's very good.
Sa 84. Oo, so kita mo naman, meron akong... Ayan.
And makikita talaga, you look very healthy. You look very, very,
My weight, attorney, from January, my weight, kita mo yung graph, pababa.
Wow! That's solid because it's very, may tumatawag ata.
Hindi. So, 71. Actually, kahapon, 70.9.
70.9.
70.9, oo. Kahapon. Alam mo naman, nagpa-fluctuate yan, di ba? Tataas, bababa, tataas ang konti.
Yes. Very good. Very inspiring.
So, 14 kilograms. Ilan? 2.2 pounds per kilogram. Ilan na na-lose ko?
Yes, that's right.
Ilan na na-lose ko?
So, about 20, 25, I don't know, 2.2. Meron akong calculator dahil ako isang abogado.
2.2 times 14. Direct. 14 kilos.
30 pounds! Oh my God!
30 pounds na. Oh, okay. Good. Wow. At least. Gusto ko sabihin kasi si Oliver, there's a better way to do it, no? Rather than I did that. I did couch to 5K, but I had to stop it. Instead of that, I'm doing HIIT, high intensity.
High intensity.
Interval training. Shorter time, pero mas Nahingit ka ako sa inyo, attorney. Meron kayong kasamahan yung sa legs, bums, and thumb, no? Kaya lang, medyo may sakit sila, di ba? Oo, mas
ako yung may sakit.
Ay, ikaw ba nagkasakit? Oo.
Okay, nagkasakit ako. Ako yung sumibat.
Right.
Tapos wala na, parang tatlo, apat lang kami. So, but yeah, we'll do it again. This week.
Yeah.
So we're really gonna do it.
Yes. It's possible, no? It's possible to lose weight and be healthy, no? Okay, si Oliver. Wow, nasa YMCA siya, sweating it out, no? Pero Oliver, yung usap natin yung nakaraan, I don't know if you could work on it, no? Okay, sino ang pangalawa natin, attorney?
Siyempre, kailangan ko i-mention si Marian Galicia Paner. Kasi
yan ang mga pangalan No, yan ang mga pangalan
Yan, no?
Hindi kasi yan talaga mga pangalan. Sila talaga ever since, di ba? For the many months and years yata. Months na
magdadalawang taon na tayo nadadug pa.
Sila yan Sige. Direct. Sige. Marian Galicia Panera. Wow, okay para ano yan, no? 2-0 not 2-0 kundi 2. ang score mo. 2 points kagad, no? Oo.
Full
Sige.
points. Marian
Pakibasa,
Galicia
attorney.
Paner says, hello po Kuya Sonny and Attorney Dana at sa lahat. Happy Tuesday po and stay safe. Always, God bless us po. God bless you too, Marian. Tumama rin tayo this week.
Yeah. Paano nila ginagawa yan, attorney, no? Paano nila, kung hindi si Oliver, si Marian, di ba?
Galing nga.
Paano kaya nila ginagawa? Dapat siya ma-interview. Dapat
Next
ma-interview
week, dapat
yan sa,
interview
sa,
natin.
oo, kailangan malaman natin. Okay, so
Malaman
next, sino
natin
ang pangatlo natin? Sino sa pakalagay mo?
Sa tingin ko, Edgar Duay. Kasi nakikita ko si Edgar the last few days eh. So I just naalala kita Ed. Ayan ha, naalala kita Edgar Duay. Kasi minsan si Rudy nilalagay. Edgar Duay naman
Okay.
for China.
All right. Okay, yes. Edgar Duay. Sige, let's see.
Sumingilip si Mr. Laragan.
Tinitignan ko kung ano eh. Ayan,
Ito ang ating author, the original person who coined the name Happy Tuesday. So credit where credit is due, our lovely roving reporter, Edgardo Cagastian, who's working from home today. Happy Tuesday daw, Mr. Laragan, Attorney Dana, Direct Pao, and to the viewers. Working from home today, was very nice chatting with you last week in your program. Lots of learning again today. Nakita ko, guess niyo si Edgardo last week, right?
napanood mo ba yan? Nakita mo ba yan? Oh,
Nakita ko
okay.
very briefly, very good. I'm good.
Pero tignan ko lang, gusto ko lang malaman, yung bang kagahasyan niya, letter C last nung nailabas, at saka Enriquez ba ang apelido mo? Hindi ko maintindihan. Edgardo, middle name ba kagahasyan, Enriquez ang apelido mo? Apelido mo? Kasi ang nilabas namin card yan, Edgardo Cagastian yata, letter C. No? Oo, check ko lang kay Direk. Kasi nga, dapat dinoble check. Dapat Edgardo, kung Cagastian siya, letter K dapat. Kung tama ba to Edgardo? Yan ba ang apelido mo? Enriquez ba talaga? Hindi ko alam kung anong ano mo.
Edgardo, magparamdam ka.
Oo, hindi. Oo, yan ba sinadya mo? Anyway, so Enriquez ba ending ng pangalan mo? Kasi kung Enriquez ang apelido mo, dapat Edgardo Cagastian Enriquez ang ano mo, ang guardian mo, no? Okay. Anyway, so Happy Tuesday din sa'yo, no? Teka na, kala ko kaya pala bumabate, oo.
Wala, si Rudy na.
Si Rudy na yan, oo.
Happy Tuesday daw. Beautiful people, mabuhay. God bless us all from Team Libroho. God bless Rudy.
Mabuhay. Team Libroho, mabuhay kayo.
Ayan na, si Ana Lu. Antipuesto. Amazing evening, Attorney Dana, Kuya Sonny, Direct Pao, and to everyone. Amazing evening as well, Ana Lu.
Yes, so hello, good evening. Oy, Mary Rose Fronda. Uy, Mary Rose, mabuhay.
Mary Rose Fronda is saying, hello, Sir Sonny, Attorney Dana, and Direct Pao. Good evening po sa lahat. Stay safe always, and God bless. God bless you too, Mary Rose.
God bless, Mary Rose, ha? Mabuhay ka, ha?
Ayan na yung friend nyo, Eman de Guzman.
Oy, si Eman de Guzman. Taga Algarve yan, ha?
Hi, Eman. Good evening.
Nasa ano siya? Nasa YouTube.
Nasa
Sa YouTube siya
si
bumate.
Eman.
Sa YouTube siya bumate. Kung gusto niyo manood sa YouTube, pwede ho yan. Sabay ho yan. Eman, watching from Algarve, Portugal.
Rosemary Gaban. Magandang gabi po, Attorney and Sir Sonny at sa lahat ng taga-subaybay. Happy Tuesday. Happy Dagdag Kaalaman Day. I just want to say kay Rosemary, na-appreciate ko si Rosemary is a very good supporter. Talagang pag nag-share tayo, always yan nag-like straight away. So, thank you, Rosemary.
Fantastic. Thank you, Rosemary. Mabuhay. Mabuhay. Oo. Anto?
Ayun si Eman. Stress ball daw. Stress ball daw. Stress ball.
Habang nag-show, nakakatulong na. Pampang-stress. Stress ball pala to. Pero sa akin...
Kailangan mo siguro yan pag
pero sa akin, ang purpose ko lang naman to, it lowers blood pressure yata eh. So, plus gusto ko lumakas yung yung aking wrist dahil yung fingers ko itong middle finger ko sa parang nahirapan eh. So yan ito kompleto, may ganito tayo. Yan.
May kompleto Ricardos.
Kompleto Ricardos.
Full G.
Attorney
Gabriel
Tejero
says, Happy Tuesday po, Attorney Dana and Sir Sonny. Happy Tuesday, Gabriel.
Happy Tuesday, Gabriel. Happy Tuesday. Yes.
I see.
Nidia Creek. Kilala mo ba ito si Nidia?
Yes, Yes, friend ko po yan sa Facebook. Love me. Always very elegant. You're always
Elegant yan.
looking Yeah, kamusta mga kaibigan? Have a wonderful and blessed day to you both. God bless. God bless you din po.
Nidia, no? Oo. Si Andy yung kanya, tama nga ba? Andy yung kanya hobby, no?
Andy.
Yung photographer, laging, mahal ko yan si Nidia, no? Okay, sino to? Saan to?
Bago, Kathleen Joyce Tabisora Terso. Haba ng pangalan. Hello po, Attorney Donna and Sir Sonny. Happy Tuesday po. Take care always and God bless. God bless then, Kathleen. Where are you from? Tagasan ka?
Tell us, Kathy, kung saan, tagasan ka. Uy, Marilyn Jones.
Ang kapatid ni Tita Lola. Yan.
Kapatid pala siya. Okay.
Kapatid pa ni Tita Lola.
Hindi ko alam. So, kapatid pala siya. Okay.
Hello, Tita Marilyn and Tita Lola. Magandang gabi po, Attorney Donna and Sir Sonny. At sa lahat ng mga nanonood, stay safe po tayong lahat. Stay safe din po.
Stay safe.
Tita Marilyn,
Thank you. Yes, Marilyn. Yes. Oo. Okay. Uy.
Paulo, sorry, may.
Paulo Luna.
Hindi natin may email natakpan yung. Hello po, Attorney Donna and Sir Sonny Laragan. Paolo Ainza Luna. Paolo, good evening. Sorry na. Na-disorient ako.
Uy, Paolo, ang apelido ko, Laragan, hindi Larangan, ha? Laragan. Nagkamali ka. Laragan. Yan, Laragan. Pero kung elementary ko, tawag sa akin, Mr. Larangan. Sabi ng principal, ma'am, hindi ko Larangan, Laragan po. Kasi larangan ng politika sa larangan, di ba?
Of course, yeah. Pero James De Leon says, good evening po. Good evening din po.
Ayan, kamag-anak ko kaya to?
Kamag-anak dito ba?
Hindi naman, kasi De Leon ang mother, surname ko sa mother ko. De Leon. Pero hindi ko natatanda ang kamag-anak ko siya.
Kamag-anak ka po ba ni Mr. Laragan?
Mr.
Laragan, yes, and yan ang pinsan ko. Hello po, Sir Sonny and Insan Attorney Dana. Pa-shoutout. Shoutout sa aking pinsan si Ariel. Ariel po yung kanyang
pinsan mo to si Israel.
Israel,
mabuhay ka, ha? Mabuhay, ha? Israel. Carry on, yan.
Shoutout, yan. Nidia po, no? Tama ba?
Nidia Creek, sa Nidia Creek,
Yes, hello. Ayan. Hello po, Adita. Napaka-elegant po ng mga photos niyo.
Grabe yan, si Nidia.
Si Tita Cora.
Tita Cora. Ma'am Cora, mabuhay na. Yan, si Ma'am Cora.
Tita Cora, mabuhay po kayo. Na-miss ko kayo, Tita. Tita Cora. Na-miss ko lang si Tita Cora. Hindi ko alam bakit.
May sparring partner yan, di ba? Pagka tingnan natin kung papasok yun, kung wala.
Papasok na. Ano ang tawag sila eh? Ano nga ba yung term nila sa dive?
Meron silang parang ganyan eh. Kabagis.
Parang ganyan,
Kabagis, ganyan. Kabagis. Ayan.
Broadway Barte, also very, very supportive sa atin. We just want to say thank you sa'yo, sa Broadway Barte. Good evening po. Happy watching as well. Magandang gabi. Happy Tuesday.
Magandang gabi, ha? Ayan, ito. Uy,
ayan na. Si Edgardo. Ito.
Enriquez talaga apelyido niya.
Enriquez talaga. Kagahasyan ba?
Kagahasyan na letter K. Tama. Okay.
Tama naman.
Okay. So, Enriquez talaga apelyido niya. Enriquez talaga.
Ayan na. Si Super Edgar.
Magaling na to, no? From COVID.
Magaling ka na, Ed. Magandang gabi daw. Happy Dagdag Kaalaman Day sa inyong lahat. Hi, Attorney DQ. Legendary SL. Direct PPRP sa aking pinagpipitagan. Naka-SRB. Ingatan po lagi. Tongue twister naman yan, Ed. How are you? Sila ba yung may Barrio Fiesta, Mr. Laragan? Darby?
Yes, July 30. Yeah, if you can announce it, no? July 30 ang Barrio Fiesta sa Darby. Derby, pasensya na, Derby ho, pero Darby ho pronunciation. Ayaw ko kung bakit, no? Hindi Darby, no?
It's very English.
Direct, marami na pabayaan. Shall we take a break? Parang tingnan natin. Mag-break na muna pala tayo. Gano'n ba yun?
Nag-break na tayo.
Pinag-break na tayo.
Pinag-break tayo.
Ayan. Sige, pagbalik natin yung topic na sinabi mong disputes, property disputes, ano ba
Mga hindi nag-asawa.
Ayan, mga hindi nag-asawa. Ayan.
Pero nag-aaway sa property.
Sa property.
Or yung
Ayan.
mga bumili together, or may investment, or hindi sila nalagay sa titulo. This is it. This is the area of law na kailangan mong alamin. And for law students, I always try to, kasi we want to mentor more Filipinos na magiging abogado. So for law students, this is TOLATA cases. So remember cases. That kung kayo ay nag-LLB or nag-LPC, TOLATA cases.
Ayan, TOLATA cases. Okay. TOLATA. All right, we're gonna have a short break, mga kaibigan, at pagbalik ko natin, i-discuss na ho ito ni attorney itong property disputes of cohabitees and unmarried couples. Pakinggan nyo, importante ito. Magkakaibigan kayo, mag-sweetheart kayo, you plan, bumili kayo ng properties. Ano ngayon mangyayari pagka may konting problema na? Okay, so we're gonna have a short break, and when we come back, ayan na ho, i-discuss ni attorney ang topic natin. So tell your friends about it, para nang sa ganun ay mapakinggan ninyo. Huwag ko kayong alis, saglit po lamang.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
%100% all natural, tasty, healthy, versatile, 4 unique flavors. Taste a real sauce. Galettos.
May problema ka ba sa landlord mo? Baka AV ka na ni Kuya. May problema sa mga kapitbahay, sa trabaho. O kaya naman kay Mister o kay Mrs. Away tungkol sa mana, mga may utang, mga aksidente, daing o laban sa ospital or sa NHS, harassment, o baka naman may stalker ka na gusto mong ireklamo. Punta na sa DV Solicitors para matulungan ka pagdating sa mga litigations at iba pang mga legal concerns. DV Solicitors at Mayfair House, 11 Lurk Street, Bedford, MK40 3HZ. Tumawag sa 01234-350-244 or 01234-225-188 o kaya naman mag-email sa d.quinto@dvsolicitors.com. Visit our website at www.dvsolicitors.com.
Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasayang papawid, 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Okay, balik ho tayo sa ating programa Legal Advice Corner on a Happy Tuesday. Ako po si Sonny LARAGAN. For those who have tuned in just now, kasama ko pa rin ho yung ating very alluring Brains and Beauty, mga kaibigan, si Attorney DANNA Quinto. Good evening once again, Attorney.
Good evening, Mr. Laragan. Medyo uminit dito sa room ko ng jacket. Hindi ko alam bakit mainit dito sa building namin ngayon. But yes, here we are again. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back. As we said, ito yung kadami-dami ng episodes natin, always about divorce, always about children matter, always about married couples. Pupunta naman tayo ngayon sa area ng mga unmarried couples, mga nag-live-in but bought a property together, or sometimes mga kaibigan, magkakapatid, and they're trying to may mga property sila, whether investment property man yan o tinirahan nila when they pulled together their money and they bought this property together. So in English law, I'll dive right straight into it. And if you're a law student, this is probably quite interesting for you. Although hindi natin gagawing super legally complicated, we'll try to make it very practical and very user-friendly. In English law, may mga unique features ang land law sa English law. Yung titulo dito sa English law, in the first instance, wala po tayong papel na ngayon. Very, very rare na we call it unregistered. Lahat po ng property information sa Inglaterra nasa land registry online. So if you want to know, first of all, kung yung pangalan nyo ay nasa titulo, all you can do is look up land registry, and for £3, malalaman nyo na po kung nasa yung pangalan nga yung pangalan nyo ay nasa titulo nga. The starting point here is may mga different types of ownership. Kahit joint owner kayo, merong subclassification pa. And I'll try to make it very, very simple because actually may mga sangay pa to na mga kakomplikasyon. But for your purposes today, if you are cohabiting, kapatid mo, kabarkada mo, bumili kayo or bibili pa lang kayo ng property together because you're pooling resources, you're pooling your mortgage capacity together, yan ang normal na rason why people are buying houses here in the UK kahit hindi sila, mag-asawa. Or most of the time because they wanna be able to get into the property ladder at gusto nila pagsamahin yung income nila so they get a better mortgage, a bigger mortgage. Now, yung joint ownership na yan, yung pareho kayo nasa titulo, meron pa yung dalawang subcategory. First one is joint tenants. Joint tenants, ano ba yun? Joint tenants is you own the whole property in equal rights. That may not make very much differentiation to you, but ito lang po yung tatandaan nyo. Under joint tenancy, if you die, hindi mo pwedeng pamana yung share mo dun sa mga anak mo o kung sino man ang gusto mo. That will automatically pass on. Yung share mo sa property will automatically pass on dun sa ka-co-joint tenant mo, the other owner of the property. So that's joint tenancy. Saan mo makikita yan? Again, you can ask your lawyer, your conveyancing solicitor. If we look at the title, lawyers will be able to point out kung joint tenancy ba yan or the other classification or the other category, which is tenants in common. If tenants in common, you own it in certain percentage, in very distinct percentage. So, which means, pag namatay ka, you can pass on that share dun sa mga gusto mong maka-inherit ng share na yon. So, your co-owner won't automatically get that share. With that alone, syempre, may mga situation na appropriate yung joint tenancy. May mga situation naman na hindi. Na you probably expecting na mapasa mo yan to someone else. All of this should have been discussed with you by your conveyancing solicitor, by your property solicitor at the time of you purchasing the property. Kung hindi nyo matandaan, look up yung email, look up yung kung ano yung mga papeles na binigay sa inyo. Kung wala pa rin, please call your previous conveyancing solicitor. Baka sabihin mo, hindi ko pala pwede mapamana to, yung expectation ko ay mapapamana ko. So, don't you worry, pwede mong ma-convert yung joint tenancy to tenants in common. That's what we're going to to talk about now, maraming komplikasyon yan. For law students, hindi nag-end dyan. There's still a lot of complications. But for practical use, that's what you need to know. Most of the time, kung tenants in common kayo, yung distinct yung shares, kasama niyan may declaration of trust. So that, what does that mean? Ano yung declaration of trust? Ibig ba sabihin niyan I trust him or he trusts me? No, not necessarily. That really clarifies kung ano yung shares nyo. When are you going to sell the property? Ano yung events that may arise to a sale in the property? And what will happen? Who's going to pay for maintenance? Who's going to pay for bills, etc., and etc. So very good, in my opinion. As a lawyer, please do get a declaration of trust para klaro ang expectation kung sino ang may responsibility in terms of cost, of ongoing cost, ongoing repairs, and in terms of kailan nyo ibebenta yung property, if at all ever. So, hindi lahat ng bagay perfecto. In the same way, hindi lahat ng tao nalalagay sa titulo. Now, there are instances where minsan sasabihin, lalagay kita pero later na lang ha, for whatever reason. Sometimes, nauna yung isang partido na makakuha ng property, and then the other person, whether it's a cohabitee or a partner, but they refuse to get married or they just don't want to get married. They were contributing, they agreed something, and then wala pa rin sila sa deed, or may separate declaration sila. All of these things, this area could potentially be the one that would result to most of the disputes under Tolata cases, Trust of Land and Appointment of Trustees Act 1996. So ang karamihan, kaming lawyers, most of the cases that we deal under this is yung mga hindi nasasali sa titulo, pero either pinramisan, either may nakalagay na express intention somewhere, nilagay dun sa email or a piece of paper that, if you contribute a certain amount per month, you will have X% of this property, and so on and so forth. But they just didn't get around to changing the title in the register. So just a practical tip, hindi lang hindi lang pwede na hindi lang kompleto na nag-agree kayo na you're gonna have a certain percentage. Para talagang belts and braces and watertight yung inyong rights in terms of the property, you really need to make an application to change the register. Kailangan nyo i-change yung titulo para madagdag po kayo doon. And it's really not complicated here. The good thing about the land registry in the UK, it's all electronic. Lawyers here are able to lodge electronic applications, and you can look at yung progress ng electronic applications nito. Well, as far as possible, you can see kung may nalagay na and na-lodge na. So if you're in that situation, and I've had this inquiry before, sasabihin, Attorney Dana, hindi ko po alam kung talagang nalagay na yung pag-change ng register. And I would say, look, you can get a reference and then you can call the land registry at pwedeng tingnan dyan kung ando na nga yung application. And sometimes you can even ask kung asan siya dun sa proseso. So again, practical tip for you. If you're in that situation na wala ka sa titulo, but you've been there, meron kayong, in your opinion, meron kayong napagkusunuan. There are other ways as well to be able to create that ownership, or in some ways we call it implied trust. You're going to imply na may parte ka dun sa property, or we call it sometimes constructive trust kung meron kayong express intention na maging parte ka dun sa titulo pero hindi lang nagawa. All of this, again, for law students, there are three ways. It's called implied trust, resulting trust, constructive trust. I won't go into details of that. What you need to know now is kahit wala ka sa titulo, if you're able to prove na may intention, may ebidensya ka, if you're able to prove na may paper trail kayo, na may pinag-usapan kayo, and then you relied on that, kaya ka nagbayad ng mortgage, kaya ka nagbayad ng repairs, kaya ka nagbayad ng X, Y, and Z, and that's the reason why you invested at your detriment, then you can ask the court for what we call a declaratory relief. So that's section 14 under TOLATA cases. For the law students out there, it's called declaratory relief, literally asking the court to say, you know what, I should be in the title and I should have X percentage of that property. And that can happen here in the UK. So that's really how you can make yourself a part of the title, or make yourself, add your interest there, or be a part, have some beneficial interest in the property. Now, isa sa pinag-aawayan din, minsan andun na, klaro naman sa titulo na andun siya, they were living together, and they expected the best, but then the best did not happen, and they broke up, and now they want to separate and they want to sell the property, but one party ayaw pang ibenta yung property. That's the classic quintessential story sa mga, yung klaro na andun sila pareho, joint sila, or tenants in common sila, 50-50, alam nila kung ano, but yung isang partido, sasabihin, no, kailangan ko muna ng grace period for how many months, or, I don't want to move at all. What can you do in this instance? Hindi lang to for lovers or sweethearts, ika nga ni Mr. Laragan. Sometimes, also friends. Nagkaka-break up din yung friends, nag-away. Sabi nila, we'll live together, parang friends na TV show. But then they fell out, and then suddenly, they'd like to move on, and one party is not necessarily cooperating dun sa proceeds of sale. Now, mas magiging maayos po, peaceful, at hindi nyo kailangan ng abogado kung meron po kayong may declaration of trust. Yung sinabi ko kanina, if you all got this in writing na these are the events that will result to us selling the property, and you can just trigger those events if it's a sale. If it's time to sell the property, then that would be easier. But most of the time, from practice, wala yung ganon, nakalagay lang kung ilang yung percentage nila. So it's fine. Meron po kayong pwedeng gamitin dun sa TOLATA na act na sinabi ko. We call it the section 15. You can ask the court for an order for sale. And on situation, ito yung mga factors na titingnan ng court. Factors, very similar. Maririnig nyo pa. Mukhang familiar yan. First of all, titingnan ko may minor sa house. Baka naman yung nagsasabi na wag mo nang ibenta, there's an 18-month-old na bata doon that's still living, and so on and so forth. They're gonna look at the rights of minors in occupation. They're gonna look at the intention ng mga tao when they created the trust of the property. They're going to look at the purpose for which the property is subject to. So yung purpose for which the property was purchased. So most of the time, it's purchased with a view of residential, para tirahan, maging base ng isang relationship, maging base ng isang pamilya. Sometimes, pwede din na sasabihin na, holiday home lang to. And, sometimes it's just a, sometimes pwede rin na property investment ng dalawang magkaibigan, and also interest of any secured creditor, just like the mortgager. So sino yung bangko na hiniraman yun ng pera for your mortgage, they will be taken into consideration as well. The court will wala, again, like matrimonial courts, walang exact na calculator kung ano yung percentage ng mga factors na to, which one weighs most or more than the other. It depends on a case-to-case basis. So, sample case, merong isa na wala namang bata, nag-break sila, it's a very mature relationship. By mature, medyo hindi na sila bata, matanda na sila. Malaki yung equity sa property. Actually, walang mortgage yung property. And if they sell it, they can buy their own property. So, the likelihood of that, isipin ako, you know what, it makes sense. Wala na, the purpose for which this property was bought is to be, for you both as a couple to have a base. Eh ngayon, di na kayo couple, so wala na yung purpose. Yung intention din, obsolete na. Dahil yung intention nyo noon, magsama sa isang bahay. Ayaw nyo na magsama ngayon kasi nga nag-break na kayo. So, you know, that's two of the factors already. Walang minor. Okay, so pwede natin. Wala namang masasagasaan na minor. Interest of any secured creditor. Walang creditor. So that's a fairly easy consideration. If you compare that kung young kids, pero medyo substantial yung equity, and yung isa din, sasabihin siguro, mostly yung tatay na, you know, want to move on, I want to buy my own property, but I can't buy my own property kasi andun yung mga bata, and yes, ang intention is to provide a home, you know, for the family or for the couple, but now it's a family, so it's still, a bit of the intention is still there kasi family, the kids are still there, so you know, you've got those competing factors. There's no algorithm, wala pong automatic calculation dyan na ito agad ang mananalo. Best to straight away go to a lawyer, and keep a paper trail nung lahat ng mga pinag-usapan nyo. Kung kayo ay wala sa titulo pero pinagpromisan kayo na mapupunta kayo sa titulo, you know, kulitin nyo na po ngayon. That's the best way to do it. Really put it into writing. Kung ano man yung mga napagkusunduan nyo, kung kailan nyo ibebenta yung property. In romantic relationships, if you're not wanting to get married, but you want some sort of comfort and security or certainty kung ano mangyayari kung magbe-break up kayo, you can always have a cohabitation agreement. So parang prenup siya, but a bit more practical kasi sasabihin kung ano yung contribution nyo, how are you going to hold this property, ano yung sabi ko, joint tenants ba, tenants in common, kailan nyo ibebenta, na kapag nag-break kayo, within 3 months, ibebenta na yung property. Those are the classic provisions or the classic terms yan. Option to buy out, baka yung isang partido gustong i-buy out yung the other partido. So those are very, very helpful para hindi nyo naisipan. Imagine nyo, you know, you're in the middle of breakup and you have to think about this. And for anyone who's buying a property, it's always good to have a declaration of trust. Para klaro, always with these practical tips, if there's something that you can get from him, both mga kababayan, lawyers man, or wanting to be a lawyer, or just interested in law, it's really about clarity. It's really about making sure that expectations are known from the start. If you do that, if you've got that formula, kumbaga, it's much easier later on. Kahit gaano imperfect yung situation, you can always at least go back sa isang papel, sa isang conversation, sa isang email that you can say, well, ito yung pinag-usapan natin, di ba? Ito yung ating pinagkasundaan. And yung mga natatakot na bakit non-romantic, baka naman hindi, baka naman awkward, baka naman, you know, this is going to, you know, to create a little bit of gaps sa relationship. I always say this, and take this, siguro sasabihin sa divorce lawyer pa ako kumuha ng advice, di ba? But really, seriously, and I've seen this happen because I give advice on prenup as well and cohabitation agreement. Pag if you as a couple, if both of you are able to go through difficult practical conversations like this, that is a good sign. That is part and parcel of a relationship, that you're going to make difficult decisions together, that you're going to have difficult conversations together. And the sooner that you do that, the sooner that you practice doing that, the better. And if you can go through that with respect intact, you know, with your relationship intact, naho, That's a very, very good start. So that's it. At the end of the day, please, please, please put it in writing. Please gather your evidence in writing, and please do have that conversation no matter how difficult it is. Para ang susunod na, para hindi ang conversation nyo kay Attorney Dana or another solicitor.
Awkward kasi ang attorney, di ba? Yung parang,
Very.
usapan natin,
Ang daming nag-away, Mr. Laragan.
Oo,
I'll tell you
diba?
what, yung sinasabi nila na eto, real talk, it's hard. People do, with the best of intentions, people do try to get into prenup, people try to get into cohabitation agreement, pero eto, talagang na-offend pa rin yung isang party, or naiinis yung isang party. So that's part of it. But I have seen it as well na ano naman sila, naka-recover naman yung relationship. Na maayos naman yung ending na yun. And it's much easier really that things like this are out in the open. Anong gagawin natin pag nag-break tayo? Paano natin ibebenta yung bahay? Kailan natin ibebenta yung bahay? Sino magbabayad ng repairs? Kung ako ba, mas malaki ang contribution ko, mas malaki ba yung makukuha kong percentage? Obviously, kung in love ka, iba yung pag-iisip mo kaysa pag naghiwalay na kayo. So, that's something to think about. Think about it now rather than later. Kasi mas mahirap makipag-usap sa tao, nakaka-break mo lang kaysa sa tao na mahal mo.
Oh, yeah. So, dapat talaga, kailangan talagang, it's parang an awkward, a hard thing to do, pero kailangan gawin ka agad, para sa later on in future, maiwasan yung problema. Diba? Kasi habang nagmamahalan pa kayo, medyo loving-loving
mas
pa
madali
kayo.
pa kausap yan habang nagmamahalan kayo. Believe me, kapag nag-break kayo, napakahirap. Pati yung aso, pwede pong pag-usapan nyo, lalo na yung mga aso, mga pets nyo. It's really a point of contention. I had a case where, like this Tolata case, at talagang nadawit yung aso. So when you buy a property, and I don't mean to say na property lang yung aso dahil people think that people do feel it's a family member as well. Please make sure you have that conversation that if you do break up, who's gonna look after the dog, and who's gonna own the dog, because that is actually heartbreaking. Heartbreaking po yan sa napakaraming tao na hindi nila makakasama na yung aso, na mahal nila, and then kukunin nyo yung kabilang partido, kahit yun naman, yung kabila naman yung nag-alaga talaga sa aso. If that may sound superficial, but take it from someone na sa practice ko na to, you'd think na sobrang rare nung cases na yun. It really happens a few times a year. I get those cases.
Wow, talaga. Itong declaration of trust, attorney, yung sinasabi mo, ano to, written, parang it has to be written, di ba?
It has to be written.
May template ba yan, or it is, do they have to consult a lawyer, for example?
Normally, automatic yan. Pag siguro may extra bayad lang dun sa property conveyancer nyo, yung property conveyancing solicitor nyo.
Okay,
But
okay.
may template na po yan. That should be a very easy, user-friendly document. Hindi po yan pages and pages. Siguro yan yung mga ino-offer na kala nyo, uy, extra, baka binibentahan lang ako. No, that's quite important.
Ito yung sinasabi mo, declaratory relief, di ba? Yung by way of the court, maisasama kunyari halimbawa yung isa do sa mga yung kunyari do sa may partner, for example, dahil hindi siya na leave out, so parang by way of this declaratory relief, na ilalagay yung pangalan, di ba? Kasi meron silang sabi mo implied trust, meron ka pa sinasabi mga constructive trust, no?
Constructive trust and resulting trust, that's for all law students out there. That's for your final exam sa Tolata at the end of the yeah.
So, kunyari ang situation halimbawa, mag-sweetheart sila. Ngayon, kumbaga, yung isa lang muna bibili ng property. Kasi may isang property pa para palalabasin na hiwalay na muna sila. Ganon. Para makabili doon sa bagong property. Okay. Although they were staying together doon sa previous property, may bagong property na bibilin. Ngayon, ano ang tawag dito? Dahil makakabilis sa papeles at mas maayos, pero ang Kasi merong loan eh. Merong parang kukuning loan sa government eh. Parang government loan. Parang housing na makakatulong. May avail lang yun pag dun sa solo lang muna. And then the following year, pagka ni-renew yun, babayaran na yun, another mortgage, babayaran yung mortgage, itataas yun para mabayaran na yung kinuha sa government, isasama na yung pangalan ng pangalawa. Oo, parang ganon. Yun, may intention sila. Kung nag-away sila within the year, pwede bang habulin ng pangalawa na, ay, kasama ako riyan?
Yes, pero syempre, matatag yung kaso mo kapag yung intention ay nasa in writing, di ba?
Kailangan in writing. So in writing.
Hindi naman yun na, hindi hahanapin ng korte yung intention na yun. Ikaw na claimant, the burden of proof is on you.
So gano'n, kailangan meron na kayong usapan na ito.
It's really about evidence. Minsan,
okay, magandang tip yan.
we'll try to find out, but what I found, isa sa mga first cases I sat with a judge in bata pa ako, law student pa ako, and it was one of naghahanap lang ako ng experience. I sat with a judge on this Tolata case sa London, Central London, a lovely judge, retired na siya, a woman judge as well. And I've seen talaga yung hinahanap niya talaga yung ebidensya. I was sitting with her and she was mentoring me and she was telling me, throughout the day, 3 or 4 days trial, and she was telling me, I'm really trying to find evidence here. I'm really okay. I can try to find ways from the conduct, but hindi pa rin siya ma-persuade dahil hindi solid yung ebidensya. Karamihan sinasabi, tingnan mo lang yung conduct ko, tingnan mo, di ba? Obvious naman. Actually, you may need a bit more than that. And if andito ka sa sitwasyon na yan, as a lawyer, you'd really want to be able to have the stronger evidence or strongest evidence as possible before you go into litigation. Kasi expensive. And pag natalo ka, ikaw magbabayad ng cost ng kabila. So you don't want to take that gamble unless you're very strong in your evidence.
Ganun pala. Pagka mahabol ka, pag mahabol ka, direct wala ako. Bakit nagsasalita na ako? Ayun, Ayun pala, attorney, tag dito, ang tag dito, pag natalo ka, wala ka na, kailangan sigurado ka sa ebidensya mo.
Exactly.
Ikaw magbabayad nung
Exactly.
cost of litigation, lahat, no?
Absolutely.
Sarili mo at saka yung cost ng kabila, no?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Right.
Pero maganda yan. Sige, mag-greetings na tayo ngayon siguro dahil
Yes, greetings tayo para may
tayo.
nakausada ako na
Interesting yun, ha?
So, yes, it's very interesting.
Maganda yan. Very interesting, ha? Lalo na yung intro mo, no? Na, medyo, very, very, parang, everything goes to the partner, no? Yung kasama, no? Even if merong kids yung, di ba? Mapupunta doon sa
Sometimes,
isa.
it depends naman
Depends
po
pa rin.
sa situation. Kasi pag may minor, medyo mas lamang konti yung nakatira, syempre. Pero kapag walang bata, tapos kayo-kayo lang, tapos enough naman yung yung pera doon sa equity to split between you. Sasabihin ng korte, bakit pa kayo titira sa isang bahay? Why would I force you both na yung pera nyo nakastuck sa isang bahay? If break na kayo and you can really move on from your lives. And you can see may essence ng common sense yung mga judgments minsan. And most of the time, I'd like to think. Ayan, iniimbita ata tayo sa Barrio Fiesta. Nakita ko, hindi ko...
Oo nga, asa ba yan? Invited kayong lahat sa yan. Saan yan? Sa 30th of July.
Lalagay ko nga dito, 30th of July. Sige,
kailan kasabay yan ng ng ABS-CBN, yung TFC event. Evening
So,
naman yun.
meron na po?
Meron na. Sa July 30 din. July 30 yata din. Sabay
Sa
din.
London po. Sabay din.
Sa London. Yeah, we will have to contact si Luis Bariwan. We'll contact him and coordinate with him, no? Dahil media partner kasi tingnan natin kung anong latest developments, no? Okay, so ayun, ang ganda naman ng kaanyuhan ni Attorney DQ.
Kaanyuan na tuwa. Thank you. Ed, kaanyuan talaga.
Oo nga, lalo na.
tagal ko na hindi
oo.
narinig yung kaanyuan. Thank you, Ed.
Oo.
Thank you.
Yes, oo. Oo
Spring,
nga naman.
spring outfit. Spring
Spring
tayo
outfit.
ngayon.
Uy, malapit na. Springtime, tas summertime. Naku,
Malapit
siguro,
na.
puro ano na tayo, no? Yung mga maglalabasan na yung mga, ano dyan, yung mga, kayong mga kababaihan, di ba? May mga damit kayong, ano ba, mga parang very light na, ano? Yung maninipis na, ano? Yung mga
Pastel.
mahaba, parang duster style. Ay, yung mahaba ba? Ano ba?
Jumper ba? Jumpsuit, hindi pala jumper,
Hindi,
jumpsuit,
Oh, okay. Ano siya, attorney, yung buo siya, tapos parang string lang dito, ganyan, parang, tapos damit na yan, na parang
okay.
sayang mahaba hanggang sa halos sa
Dress.
tuhod. Oo, mahaba. Oo. Pero casual 'yun, ha. Ano man damit yun,
Casual.
Oo. So, ayan. Teka muna, ano pa mga pagbati? Direct, sige pa. Ipasok mo lang.
Babati tayo.
Meron pa ba mga pagbati riyan? Sino ano? Hindi ko alam yan, wag yan. Ano ba yan? Sige, direct. Wala si Emmeline Rafael tonight, eh.
Hindi ka, Emmeline. Okay ka lang ba?
Wala anong nangyari kay Emmeline? Kay Lady Emmeline, no? The birthday celebrant
Lady
natin last
Emmeline
time.
Rafael. Okay lang po
Oo.
ba kayo?
Yes,
Ayan.
ano nga pala nangyari sa'yo, no? Kay Kabagis. Kumusta
Kabagis.
ka na? Oo. Nakakamiss kasi because we're used to, di ba? Getting to, sila, itong mga tao na ito, madalas nating, regular yan, every week in, week out, no?
Every week, yes.
Oo,
Talagang pag
walang
Sunday,
pares.
nakikita ko yung mga post niya na nagpo-post siya before church niya. And she's looking very, very pretty as usual. So, nakita ko
nga.
siya ng Sunday sa news feed ko.
Amazing, no? At 75 years old, attorney, no? Nakakamangha si Emmeline, no? So, mabuhay.
Correct.
Mabuhay. Okay, well, okay, well, probably, siguro magpapaalam na tayo, but before, baka meron kang, mga shout-outs, attorney, at, and also how to contact you, no? Kung meron silang mga tanong.
Yes, I just want to say thank you, Aleke, Adrian, Jardine, and Satinia Salip, as well as kay Tita Milky Jardine, who's very, very kind last Saturday. And congratulations, Marcus, and Mrs. Smith, congratulations as well. So yeah, mabuhay ang mga Pilipinong international sports stars. Such a pleasure to watch you all. Mr. Laragan, thank you so much. Direk Pao, thank you. And sa lahat ng mga taga-SRB Social Remote Bubble natin, thank you everyone. It's good to have you today. Nakakatuwang, nabubulol na ako, nakakatuwang umuwi dito sa ating Filipino TV Europe, and enjoy the rest of your week. And if you want to contact me, nalimutan natin, you can call me at 01234225 at ang updated email namin, which is uniform throughout the firm, na danna.quinto@dbsolicitors.com. Although the other one still works, but ito na yung aming para uniform kami lahat.
Ayan. Pero ikaw ang reason why we're all together on our SRB, itong ating social remote bubble. Because you are the one who knows what has to be imparted, no? Yung sa ating mga kababayan, dagdag kaalaman. It gives, pagka present ka lang every week, maski paano may makukuha kang ideas, lessons. So ito, malaking bagay ho ito, no? So at least, siguraduhin ninyong meron kayong usapan at habang medyo sweet pa kayo, is, kailangan may, kasi nga, sabi nga ni attorney, pagka hindi mo masyadong na-approve yan, ikaw ang magbabayad lahat ng gastos ng
kung matalo ka
So,
sa
yan.
litigation, ikaw ang magbabayad. Yeah. Exactly.
Ayan.
So,
Kaya,
yes.
kailangan
Yun po, mga
malaking bagay ito.
kababayan.
Tsaka tolata, no? Trust land and trust land
Trusted land and appointment of trustees.
and appointment of trustees. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
sa mga law students dyan.
Ayan, Tolata, TLATA. Ayun. Okay, well, I guess it's time for us to say goodbye. Ayan, pasensya na ho kayo at medyo na-delay lang ho kami ng content. Merong konting technical adjustment. But we're gonna make up with you sa next week. So sa ngalan ni Attorney Danna Quinto, sa ngalan ni pati si Direk nag-attorney, ni Direk Paula Perez, ito po si Sonny Laragang nagsasabing thank you very much sa inyong walang sawang pagsubaybay dito po sa Legal Advice Corner, on a Happy Tuesday. So let's do it again next week, Happy Tuesday again. So till then, take care, God bless, and good night. Bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasahing papawid 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.